Before we leave the topic of developing for Windows Store or for just building Metro apps, I want to just leave you with some developer resources and show you one really neat one. So how do I exactly go about finding some resources? Now keep in mind we're at RTM right now. Somewhere around the end of October 2012 we're going to get the consumer release, but if you have TechNet or MSDN subscriptions you can see a lot of stuff out there, but you're going to see a lot more resources show up very rapidly here the later we go into 2012, and then of course start off 2013. Now the Microsoft Dev Center is a great place to go, and this is at msdn.microsoft.com. You can go to just microsoft.com, do a search on Windows 8 development, Metro app development, any of those kind of things. I've already shown you a couple of things just in the last 2 or 3 videos about this. But the one I really want to show you is Microsoft is doing an excellent job with what they're calling these Microsoft developer events. And there are these 2-day developer camps that they're running around the country. Now, I've attended a couple of these things and just learned a tremendous amount of stuff about developing the applications, some of the gotchas everybody's had. Actually got to put my hands on a Windows 8 slate and play with it and see what it looked like. And here's the website, www.devcamps.ms. And I want to show you this site because when you first see it, you're going to think that you've wandered on to a elementary school game site or something. But this is it. Notice the URL up here, www.devcamps.ms. And you will notice they have camps out there on phones, web camps, Windows Azure camps. But if I click on Learn More for the Windows camps, you can see here that they have these things out there. First of all, they have all kinds of videos out there for you and webcasts that you can click in some instances to watch and kind of get your head around some things. Also notice some of these dates, most of these have gone by at this point, but let me come on down here some. Notice September 2012. These are around the world, just have to find your location. September 8th in Phoenix. And they keep adding to these, and you'll probably see some more of these as you go. And so there's December 31st, 2012 in South Korea. Notice Switzerland. Most of these are overseas from the United States, but those of you who are watching overseas, from my perspective, take a look at these things. These things are excellent. They're usually paired. They're called 2-day camps. The first one is called a developer camp, and you notice they tell you what to bring and what to download and install. And then the second day is called a hackathon, and you actually work on your particular application idea. And there are some pretty serious gurus there from Microsoft who will help you with your app, give you suggestions on how they would do things, help you find your way past problems and when you get yourself painted in a corner and those sorts of things. So these things are excellent for learning how to actually go through the process of developing these things. Also, watch for third-party books. If you go to, right now, if you just go to Amazon and do search on Windows 8, Windows 8 administration, Windows 8 development, using Windows 8, understanding Windows 8, all that sort of stuff, there are a lot of third-party books set to release onto the marketplace later on in the fall and in the winter of next year. So there's going to be a lot more information showing up out there, especially for developers. And I can't recommend enough spending the money. It looks pricey, but MSDN, they will have more information out there on developing on Windows 8 than what you'll have time to read in your lifetime. So that's a little checklist of developer resources that are out there that you can get to. And a lot of these you can get to free. And just start to work yourself into Metro app and Windows Store development.